If you like this scene from Do the Right Thing,
Let me tell you the story of right hand, left hand. It's a tale of good and evil.
then you're gonna love this scene.
H-A-T-E. It was with this left hand that old brother Cain struck the blow that laid his brother low. L-O-V-E. You see these fingers, dear hearts? These fingers has veins that run straight to the soul of man.
Hey, I'm Mike. I studied film, I work in TV, and if you love movies as much as I do, hit that subscribe button and get notified when new content's posted. That's Robert Mitchum from 1956's The Night of the Hunter. Mitchum plays a serial killer disguised as a preacher who, on a tip from his cellmate in prison, seeks out a family who is hiding $10,000 of stolen money. That was a lot of money back in those days. The Night of the Hunter is considered to be among the best films of all time. It's a perfect example of Southern Gothic, a subgenre of drama set in the American South. It's characterized by decaying rural landscapes, deep-rooted family secrets, and flawed, often grotesque characters, like Mitchum's killer preacher guy. It exposes the dark, gritty side of the region, racism, poverty, and religious fanaticism, rather than romanticizing imagery. We aren't told exactly where Night of the Hunter takes place, but it's mentioned that Mitchum is incarcerated in the Moundsville Penitentiary, which is in West Virginia. So let's go with that. When it was released, The Night of the Hunter flopped hard. So much so that first-time director but longtime actor Charles Laughton refused to direct again. The New York Times called it a weird and intriguing endeavor. The Chicago Tribune wrote, "Seldom has so much ugliness been put into one movie." But in the years since its release, the film found an audience in revival houses and then late-night TV, becoming a cult classic. It was way ahead of its time.
I guess you guys aren't ready for that yet. But your kids are gonna love it.
When it was released, Robert Mitchum was already a bit of a bad boy, having been arrested for marijuana possession. Ooh. Like I said, Mitchum plays a serial killer pastor, and in 1956, that was a huge no-no. Don't forget, just a few years earlier, in 1947, the Catholic organizations protested the miracle on 34th Street. Why? Because Maureen O'Hara was portraying an unwed mother. Heaven forbid. Rounding out the cast for The Night of the Hunter is silent movie legend Lillian Gish, who plays a gun-toting operator of a makeshift orphanage, and Shelley Winters. If you're Gen X like me, this is the Shelley Winters you know.
Now, be careful.
Manny, you think I'm planning to be careless?
What the hell does she think she's doing?
I gotta say, Shelley Winters was quite the dish back in 1956. Likely adding to the film's controversy is a gruesome underwater shot of a dead body tied to a car which has been submerged so as to hide the crime. In 1956, things like that were implied, not shown. Like I said, over the years, the brilliance of Night of the Hunter began to emerge and was often cited as inspiring many big-time directors, like Spike Lee, who did his own version of the famous love and hate speech in Do the Right Thing.
Old brother left hand hates a fighting, and it looks like love's a goner.
Your left hand is kicking much ass. I mean, it looks like the right hand love is finished.
But wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hot dog loves a winning. Yes, sirree.
But hold on, stop the presses. The right hand's coming back. Yeah, he got the left hand on the ropes now. That's right. Yeah. Ooh, it's a devastating right and hate is hurt.
It's love that won. And old left-hand hate is down for the count.
Down. Ooh, ooh, left hand hate KO'd by love.
But also filmmakers such as Robert Altman, Martin Scorsese, and Guillermo del Toro have all talked about the film as being an inspiration in their work. The French publication Cahiers du Cinema ranks it as the #2 most beautiful film of all time, behind Citizen Kane. The British Film Institute has it on the list of 50 films you should see by the age of 14, and it consistently ranks high in most greatest films of all time lists. It's often called the greatest film you've probably never seen. Anyway, if you haven't seen Night of the Hunter, get out there and check it out. I think you'll like it. As always, film is about community. I'm Mike, and I love movies.